we've got one of the secret sauces is in our corporate one is we don't when we take a marketing budget from one of the clients, we don't do the marketing for the client. We do the marketing for us. We turn that money into members. And then because of that, then we can do things like, get into buy different products from the client to guarantee the ROI and then do really cool stuff with that product. So it's really kind of a transitional thing. And we're also recycling money that will
Gotcha.
continue to go over and over and over because according to AC Nielsen, which we hired to vet our membership model, they said, on average, people will be in your membership for a minimum of 10 years because
Mm.
said, same as 19-year-old kids said in our focus groups, why would we stop? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If you're doing what the lady's doing and she's saving 3-4 times just on trips, and then she's got
Mm.
all the other perks app, why would they stop? And that's the
Mm.
whole idea.
So just for, the
Yeah.
listeners' clarification here, the way your model works is that do you approach the corporate entities, that have something that they want to get out there, or are they approaching you? How does that usually work?
No, so because of my background, obviously I have a lot of corporate world that I know, especially bigger brands. So
Yeah.
I can go to a corporation and say, give me $1 million of your marketing budget, and I
Mm.
know I know what they are. Sometimes I set them. So give me $1 million, and I'm going to turn that into a guaranteed $1 million in sales. Of course, the millions are right off for them; it's part of their op. So $1 million in sales is cool.
Mhm.
And because CMOs these days are now challenged by the board and the CEO to turn some of that into sales, it's not just about
Yeah.
branding and everything anymore. Now you got to show some sales. They love that. And then when we tell them that then what we're doing with those sales, how we integrate them into the community and all these different things,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real win-win. It's very strategic and it's a real win-win-win.
Yeah.
And
Are
yeah, that's how we do it.
are the businesses then that you're working with, they're turning that around and saying, "Hey, look at the good that we're doing."
Oh, hell, are you
Yeah,
kidding
yeah,
me?
yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yes. They can, we want to shoot that for some commercials
Yeah.
and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's starting to get even bigger than we thought it was going to be when you get into
Mm.
some of these brands. So it's going to take. I mean, it's starting to take off right now, but
Mhm.
this was our year. We got hit. We had Wells Fargo as a client, and then COVID hit and everything like that, and a bunch of other things with Wells
Yeah.
Fargo. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that. I'll tell you one thing that hardly anybody knows is that during that 2 years, they very quietly pretty much let go of everybody. Oh yeah.
They were at one point the fastest rising, fastest growing bank in America, I believe, for
They're the
sure.
largest bank in America, and they've got
Yeah.
the largest, still to this day, the largest corporate fine of $3 billion.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be talking. We should have it this way.
That's no joke, but
No, no, but we had such a great program for them because they were gonna do it in every branch in every city. I mean, it was really a cool
was,
program.
was this after the fact, like they were trying to improve the image? Is that the?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
this was
Before.
beforehand, and
Okay,
then
okay.
and then here was the problem. Then they got the fine
Yeah.
before COVID,
Mm.
and so they're like, "Well, we're not sure." And I'm like, "Are you crazy?" I said, "Let me tell you. Here, I'll paint two scenarios. This is what's going to happen. Number one, Wells Fargo. 3 years from now, Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo. Aren't they the thing that got the $3 billion fine for the fictitious account? That's one scenario. Second
Yeah.
scenario, if you continue to do the program, Wells Fargo. Aren't they the bank in America that's ending hunger? Which do you want,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
And right away, they're
exactly.
like, yeah, you're absolutely right, absolutely. But then,
Uh,
a few months after that, then COVID hits,
yeah.
and then blah blah blah, and then
Through everything. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Wow.
it just got canceled, and
Amazing.
so yeah, it was an interesting time for us because we were really, I mean, we had all in on that. I very seldom do
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
it was a huge client, a huge opportunity, and millions
Yeah.
and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
We lost a lot.
I can only imagine.
Mm,
Good grief. So
yeah.
you came this close to being the one who rehabbed their image.
Oh, and not only that, we would be right now, if that had happened, we would be, I would tell you right now, honestly, we would be at least 25 million members right now if that had have
Wow.
went through. At least 25
Wow.
million. At 50 bucks
Yeah.
a head. So think about that, right? So
Yeah.
now we're up to 13 billion a year. And look at the good we're doing. In fact, we would have almost eradicated or everything we can of the homelessness for sure.
Wow.
It would have been
Wow.
gone. And hunger, we would have dropped almost in every city to single digits. Um, right now, there's not a city in North America that doesn't have double digits in food insecurities. So that, yeah,
Wow.
that was just bad timing, but we kept going. So here we are. We're about to do it.